Oh, hi! In this video, I'm going to share with you some pictures for the latest Mafex Iron Spider from the Avengers Endgame and also some of my thoughts about it. So, stick around. Hey, how's it going everyone? I'm DCSG81 and welcome to another special video whereby I will share some pictures for the latest Mafex Iron Spider as well as some of my thoughts about it. Okay, so let's begin. Before I get started, I would like to give some credits to the owner of these pictures, which is for Isaac Wong that you can see on the screen, and he is very actively taking pictures of action figures whereby he has a Facebook page that you can see right now. Do check out his page. So without further ado, let's take a look at some pictures of the box. Here's the front view and the back view as well, and one of my friend actually shares that the box actually reminds him a lot of the ZD Toys box that after looking at it, I think he's not wrong after all. And in this picture we can see the contents of the box looking very neat there. And next, of course, we'll take a look at the figure itself, and it looks pretty good. I like the glossy paints of it. It does bring out the best of the figure. Wow, this looks very nice. And of course, we'll take a closer look on the figure, and from here we can see the upper torso of the body as well as the back view, his shoulder, his leg and his butt. Let's skip that. In the next picture we can see the Iron Spider with the iron tentacles behind, which is looking very cool. And here is the back view again. Sort of reminds me of some bad memories there. And we can see some close-up pictures of the claw, which looks pretty good. I kind of like the gold this time. It does looks very shiny. And this Iron Spider does comes with two additional head. The main head that is already on the body is the blue one, and he does comes with a smaller ones which is also in blue lens, and also the instant kill mode, which is the red lens eyes. And of course he does comes with the Nano Gauntlet as well as an accessory, which is looking pretty good there. And here is the pictures of what it looks like underneath. Of course there is no joint here because it's not meant to be fitted into the figure, but of course you can always try to fit on other figures into these Nano Gauntlets. Well, here comes the most interesting parts of the entire video, which is some comparison. Okay, so let's take a look right now. And Isaac Wong is actually thoughtful enough to be sharing a comparison even for the box. Okay, you can see the far left one is the SH Figuarts box, which is much smaller. The middle one is the latest Endgame, and the one on the right is the previous Iron Spider from the Infinity War, which is from Mafex as well. And next is what we collectors like to see most. At the top is the SH Figuarts version, and the left one is the latest, while the right one is the previous one from the Infinity War. And coming up next is the three figures all together. The one from the left is actually the one from SH Figuarts, the one from the middle is the Endgame, and the one on the right is from the previous Infinity War Iron Spider. And from this picture alone, it actually makes me feel that the latest Endgame Iron Spider from Mafex has the same height as the one from the SH Figuarts, while the previous Mafex Infinity War Iron Spider just looks tiny bit taller than these new ones. And from here we can see some side view of all three figures as well as the back view of all three figures as well. And coming up next is the close-up of all three of the figure chests. And I must say that I kind of like the Mafex thoughtfulness on the design of this chest, because you can see the spider emblems is not being cut off as per what they did for the SH Figuarts version. And next we have the back view of all three Iron Spider, and I must say that I kind of like the latest Mafex Endgame Iron Spider, because you can see the gold paints all around the spider emblems looks very good and very prominent as compared to the previous version as well as the one from the SH Figuarts. And of course the next picture we have all three Iron Spider with the iron tentacles. They kind of looks very similar amongst all. And of course we have the back view of it, and the next picture does give me the chill because this is where I broke the previous Iron Spider tentacle joint. And from the next picture, you can see both the Mafex tentacles does looks very similar even as for the size. And from this next picture, you can see some close-up on the Iron Spider claw. The SH Figuarts claw does seems to have a cleaner cut as compared to the Mafex. And next, let's move on to the Nano Gauntlets for both the SH Figuarts as well as the latest Mafex versions that you can see right now. So you can see from here, the one from the SH Figuarts is a lot bigger as compared to the one from Mafex. Here are more pictures that you can see on the size comparison, and in this picture alone you can really see that the SH Figuarts Nano Gauntlets paint this looks a lot better. Okay, and the one from the Mafex seems like it is painted with a very dull red paint. Okay, so here comes my thoughts for this latest Mafex Iron Spider. I do think that they did improve a little bit on the paint itself, although I do feel that the overall body mold is almost identical to the previous one, except that they actually make it slightly shorter this time. And I do hope they actually improve on the joints for the iron tentacle, although I can't really be sure because I don't have it on my hand to experiment to show it to you guys. The accessory, which is the Nano Gauntlet, does not look very good, and if you do realize, the one from the SH Figuarts have a movable fingers. Yep, and the one from Mafex is just like a statue. You can't move anything at all. So if you were to ask me whether you should get this new Iron Spider from Mafex if you already have the one from SH Figuarts, my answer is no. Yep, this is because I felt that the one from the SH Figuarts is more superior as compared to this latest Mafex versions. As for the accessory on the Nano Gauntlet, you can see the SH Figuarts one does indeed look a lot better. The only thing that is difference between the SH Figuarts and this latest Mafex version is the eyes of the Iron Spider, whereby the one from Mafex does looks a lot more bluish as compared to the SH Figuarts one. It's a mixture of white and blue, but it's not as prominent blue as the one from Mafex. And at the same time, the one from SH Figuarts does comes with an unmasked head of Peter Parker, even though this does not looks very much like Tom Holland, but it is still a good head. Okay, so for your next question, if you were to ask me, should you get this Mafex one if you already have the previous Iron Spider from Infinity War, which is this one, I would say the answer is yes and no. Okay, so my answer is yes if your previous Iron Spider tentacles is broken, because I believe that issue happens to almost every one of us who got it. But if you have already gotten your replacement on the broken joints, or yours have no issue at all, then I think the answer is no. This is because I don't see much of an improvement on the latest one as compared to this one, other than the nicer paint, unless you really want that Nano Gauntlets. When I talk about improvement, it should be something like the recent SH Figuarts Doctor Strange, whereby I have done a comparison video that you can see right over here. But of course, in the end, the decision is still on your hand, and if you are still interested to get it, you can still order it in Army. I hope you like this special video. So give me a thumbs up if you like it, and of course, always feel free to leave me any questions or any suggestions that you have down in the comments below. And if you like what you're watching so far, do subscribe to my channel and also click on the bell button so that you won't miss out any of my latest video. And at the same time, feel free to roam around my channel for more interesting videos such as this one, and I'll see you guys again in my next video. As always, take care and thank you for watching. Bye!